Hello everyone. Today we are going to install and use Matplotlib, a library perfect for creating a wide variety of visualizations to bring data to life. So first of all, to install Matplotlib, you need to use the command prompt and write pip install Matplotlib. So I had installed it earlier. You can also check its version by writing print and in bracket matplotlib dot underscore version underscore. Okay, so let us import matplotlib dot pyplot. We'll just use this class in this lecture, pyplot. So I've just imported that class from the library. Then we will also import numpy. To learn numpy, you can refer to my previous videos of the Learn Python series. Alright, so the very first program of today is to draw a line in a diagram from position 0, 0 to 6, 250. X points is equal to np dot array and then 0, 6, that is the x coordinates of both the points, and y points is equal to np dot array, then 0, 250, and then we'll write plt plot x points, y points, and then at last plt dot show. Alright, so let's learn. It might take some time to run, and you can see a line is printed. If you hover over it, you can see the coordinates are written here in the bottom right corner. So you can see a line is drawn. Okay, so if you do not want to plot this line and just the points, so plotting without line. X points is equal to np dot array, then any point which you like. Y points is equal to np dot array, then again you wish to write any point, and this will be almost the same. Mm, and here, as we do not want to show the line, just write O. Let's run this. And you can see both the points are plotted here, this and this, and the line is not drawn. Now this was to mark each point with a dot or a circle. If you want it to be a star, you can just write here this star, and you can run this program again. Okay, and close that. Okay, now you can see a star instead of a dot. If you want it to be a dotted line, you can use a colon sign. Like here, you can use O colon. And then if you want to change this color as well, maybe to red, then this. If I run this program, um, my bad. Wait, it's 11. Okay. So you can see a dotted line with red dots is printed. Let's just comment this and see our next program. And we can also just give the y coordinates. Let me show you. Y points is equal to np dot array and then 3 comma 8 comma 1 comma 10 plt dot plot, then y points can write the same thing or and then plt dot show. So in this example, I only specified the points on the y-axis, meaning that the points on the x-axis got the default values 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the next thing is to set the size of the markers to 20. So for that, just change this a bit. Marker is equal to O and then ms is equal to 20. So you can see these have got the size as 20. Now the next thing is to set the edge color to red. For that, we can write MEC is equal to R. So you can see this edge, this color is red. Now the next thing is to set the face color to red. For that, you can write MFC. MFC is red. Oh, I haven't saved this program. You can see it is red now face and edge color is blue, which is offline. Now you can also use a dotted line by using line style equals to dotted. Line style can also be written as ls and dotted can be made by a colon. Dashed can be made by two dash. You can also change the line color. For that you can use C. If I just write here C is equal to any color name like hot pink. You can see this line is made with a different color. Now next is the line width. For that, uh, let us change here. Line width is equal to let's say 20.5. You can see the width has increased a lot. Now if you want to plot multiple lines together, let's make a new one for this. So y1 is equal to np dot array, then 3 comma 8 comma 1 comma 10. It's the same one as before, and then np dot array 6 comma 2 comma 7 comma 11, and then plot first y1 and then y2, and then at last we will show. plt.show. You can see two lines, blue and orange. So by default, they have given this color, one blue and second orange. We can also draw two lines specifying the x and y values for both the lines. So if we just plot this, we can give x1 is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, and here x2 is equal to, again we can get this, then here we can just write x1 comma y1 comma x2 comma y2. You can see again the same type of lines are printed. Why? Because again we have given x1 x2 as 0, 1, 2, 3, and I've already told you when we do not define x coordinate then and we define the y coordinate, then it automatically by default takes x1 as 0, 1, 2, 3. Now if we want to add a plot title and labels to the x and y axis, then let us take some other data. So for example, x is equal to np.array and then 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, and y equals to np.array 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, then 300, 310, 320, and 330. If we plot this x comma y plt dot title, so title might be sports watch data and plt dot x label as average pulse and plt dot y label as calorie burnage. And now at last plt dot show. So you can see a graph where we have given our title spots watch data, and then we have also given labels to x and y axis. You can also set the font properties for the title and labels. For example, if we just say font 1 is equal to family, serif font color as blue and size as 20. We can also make one more font. Copy this one. We can make font 2 as color be dark red and size be 15. And then to this, you can write font dictionary equals to font 1. We can even make one more font and add different font to X and Y labels. But here we are adding the same font 2 to them, comma, and this. So I'll just run this. And you can see sports watch data is in size 20. X and Y labels are with dark red color in size 15. And this is in blue color, as we have set. Now, if you want to position the title, we can use LOC. So the legal values are left, right, and center. Default is center. So in this, can remove this font now. You can just write LOC equals to left. Oh, I think the file is not yet saved. Okay, so you can see it has been aligned to left. Now the next thing is to add grid lines to the plot. For this, we can just write here plt.grid. You can see X and Y both grids are formed. Now we can even specify which grid lines to display. So the legal values are X, Y both. So default is both, as you have already seen. So if we write here axis is equal to X, then run the program, you can see only these grid lines. Now we can specify other property to grid, like the color. Color is equal to green, and we can even say line style. Line style is equal to dash dash, and line width is equal to 0.5. Can remove the axis to make it visible clearly. So you can see the grid line is started with the line width of 0.5 and it's of green color as we have set. Now, if we want to make more than one plot in one figure, then we can use the subplot. So let us make a new one. We can use the plot.subplot to make more than one plots. So let us write plot 1 x is equal to np dot array. Then we can copy this from above. This x1, y1 and x2, y2. I think it's not copied. Yeah. So we can write 0, 1, 2, 3 here, and then y1 is 3, 8, 1, 10, x2 is again 1, 0, 2, 3, and y2 is 6, 2, 7, 11. So in plot 1, we will write plt dot subplot and then 1, comma 2, comma 1. This means one row, two columns, and this plot is the first one. And then we will write plot x comma y. this should be xy. Then again it should be xy, and here we will write plt dot subplot 1 to 2 column, and this will be the second plot. And then at the last we will say plot dot show. So you can see first we have defined x and y of plot 1, then we set this will be the first plot, and then plot 2, and then we said that this will be the second plot, and then we have used show. Okay, so let's run this. You can see two plots side by side, and we had given these values, and so it has made accordingly. So if you want a figure with two rows and one column, meaning that the two plots will be displayed on top of each other instead of side by side, we can just write as 2 1 1, and here we can write 2 1 2. Alright, so let's run this, and you can see two plots one above the other. We can even draw six plots, and then we can give the value of subplot as 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, and so on till 2, 3, 6. We can add a title to the entire figure with a subtitle function. So in this, we, if we give plot dot title sales, and here we can write plot dot title income, and we can give a subtitle, let it be my shop. Mm, subtitle. So you can see my shop is the title for whole of this. Then sales is for the first graph, income is for the second graph. We can also create scatter plots by writing plot.scatter x comma y, and we can even set a color for it, x comma y comma color equals to hot pink, let's say. And now let us make some other program. Example, if x is equal to np dot array, and then 5 comma 7 comma 8 comma 7 comma 2 comma 17 comma 2 comma 9 comma 4 comma 11 comma 12 comma 9 comma 6, and then y is equal to np dot array, then 99 comma 86 comma 87 comma 88 comma 111 comma 86 103 87 94 78 77 85, then 86. Then colors is equal to np dot array. We can define the colors red, green, blue, yellow, pink, black, orange, then purple, beige, brown, like this. We can give this to each dot sign and then magenta. So you can see I have written colors for all x and y coordinates, and then we can just write plot dot scatter, then x comma y comma c equals to colors. In colors we have already defined. So I've written almost all the colors that might be used. Although it's our choice to use a color. Okay, it's a typo. So you can see all the different dots painted with all different colors that we have defined. So this is using the scatter. Now next is the color map to create a color array and specify a color map. Then we can write C map is equal to where it's and then just colors. When we run this, we can see where this is a specific color map and we can see all the colors. You can also include the color map in the drawing by including the plt.colorbar statement. The next is size. We can change the size of the dots with the s argument. So we can give sizes to this instead of color. Say just delete this one and write sizes is instead. Twenty comma 50 comma 100 comma 200 comma 500 comma 1000. I'm defining many points so that it can be clear at so you can see now same color shown because we have deleted that colors and you can see these dots, but yeah, their sizes were same because we have not written here s equals to sizes. It's not saved. And then now you can see all different type of sizes. This one is the biggest one, this one is the smallest one, and all according to what we have defined. Now next is to adjust the transparency of the dots with the alpha argument. So if we write here alpha is equal to 0.5, mm, so you can see the transparency have changed. So this was all for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe for more coding content. Happy coding!